Hello everyone! Today is a special version of Sweet Digs because we are playing Animal Crossing. Today we are touring the house of Vice's Deputy Director of Social Publishing, Rachel Pick. Aside from working from home, Rachel has been playing Animal Crossing and creating a truly amazing house. I cannot wait to see it. Hi Rachel!
Hi Shanti! Welcome to my island.
Thank you! I love this home. It's so floral, it's so pink. Yes, hybrids.
Oh yeah, I am all about cultivating the hybrids. I just got my first gold rose and I put it right in front of the house over here. I'm so proud of it.
Ooh, and all on this cliffside waterfall. I love it. You want to show me around?
For sure, but before we do that, make sure you subscribe to Refinery29's YouTube channel down below.
Perfect. Let's head on in. Whoa, this is cool.
Yeah, so for the front room, I wanted to do kind of like a spooky Victorian lady's house, kind of like a reclusive woman up on the cliffs, and she's got all this cool old stuff. So I've got like this cozy battered leather couch where I'm read and drink my coffee. I've got this like retro record player, the Persian rug, and I'm also displaying some amber, which is like the coolest fossil to just display in your house if you get an extra one of those.
You nailed this aesthetic, that's for sure.
This is kind of like a more formal parlor room, but I turned the back room into like, it's like more like my own personal style, which is kind of poppy and colorful. So this is like the chill out room. I've got my turntable, the lava lamp, mini fridge.
I love it. I haven't seen this wallpaper before. Where did you get this wallpaper?
I got it from Sahara, the traveling merchant who sells the mysterious wallpapers and flooring.
I'm so impressed that you got something nice from her.
Do you want to move on to the kitchen?
Sure. Oh, yes, Ironwood.
It was so hard to get this piece with the sink because I had the recipe to make the kitchenette, but I didn't have the recipe for the dresser or the cutting board.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I am.
My boss, the senior director of social publishing, Veronica, she had the recipe for the dresser, and then one of her friends had the recipe for the cutting board. They were all sending me the parts, and then I would build them and send them back.
Oh, I'm so jealous of all this Ironwood, but I love it.
These are also designs that someone else made, these pantry shelves, which makes it look more like a real kitchen and more like my own kitchen. So I really liked those. It's like good wall decoration.
Yes, wow, I love these little pantry shelves. I've never seen those before.
My Instagram Explore tab is like all Animal Crossing designs now. I just bookmark the ones I really like.
Right, did the same happen with this floor mat over here?
That's Sahara also.
I'm actually shocked.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of duds from her, but she comes through every once in a while. You want to check out my bathroom?
Yeah, let's do it.
Not something you usually say to company.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite colors, this kind of like deep tealish green. I just wanted something that seemed like relaxing. I've got like a little incense burner over by the bathtub. My real life apartment has a really terrible tiny old bathtub, so this is the closest that I'll get to be able to taking a nice relaxing bath. I have this cool golden toilet.
Where did you find the golden toilet recipe?
That was also a gift from a friend. So like the best way I think to play this game is to find like a couple other people who are also like super deep into it and just trade things back and forth. Like I have a couple friends that I trade with. I trade with my boss a lot.
It's amazing. That's one of the best parts about this game is that it's actually really communal.
Do you want to check out my basement?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Whoa, this is like a whole apartment down here.
Well, so for my basement, I tried to recreate like an Omakase style sushi restaurant or like Japanese restaurant. I just thought that was like a fun idea because otherwise my basement wasn't really serving much of a purpose. At first I tried to make it look creepy and like dungeony, but that look was harder to achieve than I anticipated. Got my knife blocked. I've got the hearth which I think just looks cool.
It does.
And then like the gas range and a freezer. These are the lecture hall desks. I have some of them as like placeholder countertops in my kitchen upstairs. You can see that like they line up flush with each other, so it creates the illusion of like a continuous bar, whereas if you used like a different kind of table that they have in the game, there would be like a gap between them.
They look great. All right, I'm ready. What's on the menu?
I wish I could actually make food in this game.
I know. There's so much detail in this room, and it really just adds to the whole aesthetic. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a sushi restaurant. I believe this.
So if you're ready to move on, we can end the tour in my bedroom.
Let's do it. Wow! Oh my god! Is this like honeycomb flooring? Wow! I am immediately overwhelmed in the best way possible.
Yeah. So this honeycomb flooring is a crafting recipe you get, and you make it with wasp nests. So if you're ever like, I have all these wasp nests from getting stung, and I can't do anything with them, there are actually some crafting recipes that use them. And I just think it looks really like sweet and cool. I like this screen wallpaper because I think there's only like one window in the attic normally. It creates the illusion of like a lot of natural light.
It looks really bright up here.
I decided to move my bedroom up into the attic so I would have more space and have it be more of like a full-on suite. So over here I've got like a pet hamster. I've got a space to work on sewing projects. Got like my nail art set over here on this desk.
I don't think that I ever had the idea to separate one room out into several different spaces.
At first I wanted my bedroom to be like in the attic just because regular house logic to me is like, oh, the bedroom's upstairs. And there's just so much space to play around with in the attic, and I didn't really have any good ideas off the top of my head.
It's great. You nailed it. How long do you think you're going to keep your house like this? Like, do you think that you'll be redecorating it anytime soon, or are you pretty content with it?
I'm pretty content with it now. I mean, as I get more DIY recipes and get more cool furniture items, you know, I keep adding things and like changing it out a little bit. If I get enough items that fit a certain theme, like redecorating a whole room around that theme.
Do you have a favorite room if you had to pick one?
It's definitely the front room. Mm-hmm. But what's interesting about this front room is even though I really like the aesthetic, this is like not how I would decorate my real life space at all. But I find myself really liking it a lot.
So Rachel, I have to ask you, are there similarities between your Animal Crossing character and what you look like in real life?
We both have dark hair, and I also added eyebrows to my character to make her look more like me because I do have eyebrows. I don't usually wear bunny ears, although I'm considering it because I think it looks really cute. And she also works a lot harder than I do.
Your house, it's cozy, it's bright, it has a sushi restaurant. I mean, come on. Round of applause for Rachel's house.
Thanks so much for coming. It was really fun showing you around. I wish this was my real house so bad.
I wish this was my real house too. I would live here in an instant.
Thanks so much for visiting my island. If you want to watch more videos, click here. And if you want to subscribe, click here. See ya.